I can't write a single line of code, but every morning at 7 a.m., an AI system I built sends me a full intelligence briefing on my business. Revenue trends, customer satisfaction scores, meeting summaries, and content performance, all synthesized and delivered to my phone before I'm out of bed. It costs less than a cent to run. This arrived this morning, and it's just one of a dozen systems running my business right now, all built by talking to Claude in plain English. Claude Code. Now let me show you exactly what Claude Code does for my $600,000 per year AI business every single day, and why this changes everything for non-technical founders. Most people use AI like this. You open ChatGPT, you type a question, you get an answer, and you copy-paste it somewhere else. That's fine. That's useful. But it's like hiring someone who forgets everything about you every single time you walk out of the room. Claude Code is different. It lives inside your computer. It can read your files, understand your projects, write code, run commands, and actually build things. You don't copy-paste anything. You describe what you want in plain English, and it does it. And here is the part that actually matters for business owners. You don't need to be technical to use it. I have been using Claude Code for months now to build real systems that run a real business. And I have never, not once, written a single line of code. If ChatGPT is a consultant you hire for one meeting, Claude Code is a teammate who knows your entire business and shows up every day ready to build. If the AI you are using right now doesn't remember your business from one conversation to the next, that's the gap between where you are and where you could be. Let me walk you through what happens in my business every morning before I even wake up. 6 automated scripts wake up and start pulling data. They grab our YouTube analytics, subscribers, views, and what's performing. They pull data from our CRM, pipeline status, how many leads, prospects, and active clients, coaching member activity, expense tracking, and even exchange currency rates because we work with clients internationally. All of this gets collected into one database sitting right on my laptop. No cloud service, no monthly subscription, just a local file that updates itself every morning. 6:30, a separate system scans the entire AI landscape, the best models across 5 categories: text, code, vision, image generation, and voice. If a new model took the top spot overnight, I know about it before breakfast. For a business that sells AI services, that matters. 7 a.m. Everything from the last 24 hours gets fed into one AI, and it writes me a briefing. Revenue this month compared to the last, deals that moved, coaching members who might need attention, what my team discussed in yesterday's meetings, and a short list of what I should focus today. This one message replaced 6 dashboards I used to check every morning. YouTube Studio, Notion, Slack, Assembly, Stripe, and Google Analytics. I don't open any of them anymore. And here is the part that still gets me. The entire system, the data collection, the AI scanning, and the daily brief, they all cost less than a penny a day to run. Not a penny per feature, a penny in total. Ask yourself, what are the 3 to 5 things you check every single morning? Your email, your CRM, your analytics, those are your first automations. And if I can build this without writing code, you can too. Now, here is where it gets really interesting, because the system doesn't just collect data, it finds opportunities. Every Monday morning, a system I built scans YouTube channels across 6 different niches: AI, real estate, sales, fitness, crypto, and storytelling. It looks for one thing: videos that massively overperform their channel's average. We call those outliers. Just a couple days ago, it flagged a video about Claude Code. 15k views on a channel with 12k subscribers. That's unusual. The system scored it, broke down why the title worked, and flagged it for a deeper look. So I run a deep dive. Claude Code pulled the full transcript, analyzed the intro structure second by second, scored the title, broke down exactly why it worked, and then mapped it against my content strategy to generate title options adapted for my channel. The video you are watching right now, this one, started as a flag from that system. It was captured as an idea, developed into a full concept, and turned into the title and thumbnail strategy you clicked on, all using Claude Code. The content pipeline I'm describing to you right now is the content pipeline that made this video. That's the part that's hard to explain until you see it. Every system feeds the next one. Data feeds intelligence. Intelligence feeds content. Content feeds growth. And growth feeds more data. It all compounds. But my favorite part of all of this is this. I built an AI assistant that lives in Telegram. I can text it from anywhere, on a walk, sitting in a cafe, or between meetings. And it has access to anything that's needed. I can check our revenue this month, capture a content idea while I'm out, ask how a coaching member is doing, or draft a follow-up message for a lead. All from my phone. All in plain English. This is what I mean when I say Claude Code runs my business. It's not sitting on some server I never look at. It's on my laptop, on my phone, in my pocket. And honestly, it knows certain parts of my business better than I do, because it has all the context, all the data, and it never forgets. You should be able to ask your business a question and get an answer in 30 seconds from anywhere. If you can't do that and I can, that's the gap. Now, I want to take a step back for a second. For the first 2.5 years of running this business, none of this existed. I was doing everything manually. Spreadsheets everywhere, WhatsApp or Slack groups for team communication, 5 different dashboards just to understand what was happening in my own company. I would forget to follow up with leads. I would miss patterns in the data because I never had the time to actually look at the data. We would have weeks where I didn't even know how much revenue we did until I checked Notion. I was the bottleneck in my own business, and the worst part is that I didn't even realize it. I thought that's just how running a company felt like. Now I spend my time on 3 things: strategy, content, and direct customer work. The operations happen in the background. I wake up informed. I make better decisions faster, and the business keeps running whether I'm at my desk or not. And I want to be really clear about something, because this part matters most. I'm 19 years old. I'm not technical. Every single system you have seen in this video, I built it by describing what I want in plain English. Not by learning Python, not by hiring a developer, but by talking to Claude Code the same way I would explain something to a teammate. If you can describe what your business does and what you need from it, you can build this. The barrier is not a technical skill. The barrier is that believing you can build this. If you want to build something like this for your own business, here is what I would do. Step 1. Write down everything about your business in plain text files. What you do, who you serve, how you make money, and what your team looks like. That will be your context layer. This alone changes everything, because AI stops asking you to explain yourself every single time. Step 2. Identify the 3 things you check every morning. Could be your analytics, your inbox, your CRM, whatever eats your first hour. Those are your first automations. Step 3. Get Claude Code. Open it and tell it what you want in plain English. Start small. You would be genuinely surprised what it can build when it actually understands your business. I'm a 19-year-old founder who can't write code, but Claude Code collects my data, writes my intelligence briefs, runs my content pipeline, and manages my business operations every single day. All in plain English. All less than a penny a day. You don't need to code. You don't need a big budget. You need to know what your business needs and the ability to describe it. If you want to see how I built the business behind all of this, the full breakdown of how we got to 600k a year with AI consulting, I go through everything in the video you see on the screen. The businesses who will win in the next 12 months won't be the ones using AI. They will be the ones running on it.